I swear sometimes my mind drifts. Gotta be supernatural, you make it from down here. Hey, I lost the closest thing to my heart and almost drowned in tears. But granted lives, I'm still standing. I would never hide in fear. I stand bold on these 10 toes. Said I was gonna do it and I did it. Niggas talk but them never moved by their opinions. I make music for those that love to coach you. Women that's in tune with they choke you. And all the go-getters that made it over. I do this for the forgotten city of Macon, Georgia. They wrote us off as Otis Redding, but the wait is over.
What's going on out there, everyone? It's your boy Mike Ryder, Mr. Accountability, the man behind the microphone. You are tuned in to another edition of Mike Ryder Talks. Listen, I got a special guest in the house with me tonight. Somebody we're going to get to know. Somebody, man, y'all got to get to know this young lady. But before we get to that, let me get to this. So, y'all already know what I do with this. Y'all already know how it goes down. I done teamed up with the Cook Shop. If you're from the Middle Georgia area, I'm pretty sure you've heard of the Cook Shop. But just in case you haven't, the Cook Shop, they deal with hemp products. 100% hemp. I know you see the bud. I know you see it. It looks nice. That ain't what you think it is, though. It ain't no weed in that. That ain't no marijuana. This is legal hemp. And see what they do with their products is for people who have a hard time concentrating, have a hard time sleeping, people who can't keep their mind on one track. You know what I'm saying? Can't focus that good. So what they did, they made hemp-based products to help you ease your mind, to help you with the focus. Matter of fact, let me put that on solo. Y'all need to see this. It's a beautiful bud there. Man, they do things from coffee, tea, lip balms, natural soaps. They even got the edible oil, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. They got the edible oil that is made from hemp, 100% hemp, legal hemp. What you do with this edible oil, man, place it under your tongue. You use that dropper, you see it top of the bottle, get you a little squeeze, put it up under your tongue, let it sit for about 30 seconds, maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes if you're feeling good. You know what I'm saying? You let that sit for about 2 minutes. Let it work its way into your system. When this thing start hitting, you go to feeling good. You're going to start feeling relaxed. It'll help you sleep better. This stuff, like I told you, is made from 100% hemp. It's legal. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind. It will not hurt you. And I'm going to tell y'all where y'all can find them at too. Let me get myself back on the screen, man. The Cook Shop is here in Middle Georgia. The phone number is on the screen, 478-250-1244. Address, 600 Guy Payne Road, Building 2. Spark Macon, that's where they are. The website is the Cook Shop. That's the COOKESHOPPE.com. Yes, I know how to spell. And like I said, they're located here in Macon. You can shop with them online. And the good thing about them is when you go to their website and shop, when you're about to check out, they'll ask you for a promo code. They will ask you for a promo code. When you're about to check out, man, hit the product code Mike. When you check out and you use Mike as your promo code, you'll get 10% off. That code will give you 10% off of any item that's on their website. If you're local to town, you can go inside of Spark Macon and pick it up. They do local delivery as well as national delivery through USPS. You know what I'm saying? The post office. They'll get your item shipped to you. Like I said, when you check out, at the end of checkout, type in Mike. That'll get you 10% off. All of their info is on the ticker at the bottom. I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer on that. Let's get into this show, man. Let's get into this show. How everybody doing out there tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everyone's having a blessed evening. Cause we about to get into this guest. Let me get that off the screen. I got a special guest in the house with me tonight. I got a young lady who's here in the middle Georgia area. You see the picture, I'm pretty sure y'all know who it is. If y'all from around the way, y'all know who it is. She's a mother. She's a hardworking lady. She's an advocate for the people. This young lady is a host. This young lady is a model. Watch her rip the runway. Watch her rip the runway. She's a comedian. You see her doing the stand-up, man. And you know what? Without further ado, let me welcome my guest, Aisha. I'm sorry. I told y'all gonna mess the name up. Anyway, I'm just messing with you.
Right.
Just comedy style. Aisha Andrea. How you
Yes.
doing tonight, man?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing real good, man. Feeling
Good.
blessed. Let's get to it, man. Who is Aisha? Introduce yourself to the audience.
Hey everybody. I am Aisha Andrea, no last name, first and middle only. I'm a woman first and foremost. I am a black woman, phenomenal woman. That is me. I am a mother, very hard worker, and I'm also a young lady that's really just trying to go after every dream that she had as a little girl.
What do those dreams consist of? Let's get to it.
They consist, of course, of me having a family. When I was younger, now I said I was going to have 10 kids. I got to four, and they were back to back to back to back. And I was like, stop, I'm cool right there. Let's slow the roll. But being on stage, being an actress, telling jokes and having people laugh, but most importantly, changing the dynamic of the Black family and the Black community.
Let's get into that dynamic. Let's go ahead and break that down. Right now, the dynamic of the Black family, how is it viewed in your opinion?
In my opinion, when you say Black family, to some people that's an oxymoron. When you say Black family, a lot of people don't understand that we do have strong families, that we do have strong foundations that we build our families on, as far as marriages and as far as within that marriage, raising children, raising the next generation. And a lot of times that family is represented by a woman by herself, but it doesn't mean that it's any less strong than it would be. So I want to change the light on that very
Let's get
much.
to it, man. I like how you think. I like how you feel about that because that right there is something that does need to change.
Absolutely.
It does need to
Absolutely.
change. So, as far as you doing what you need to do to change the stereotype, what are you doing?
I try to lead by example. One thing, when I first had my children, I had my children very young. And one of the questions I would always get is, well, do they all have the same dad? And that used to, listen, I used to go off on people. And it took me a long time to understand that that was their ignorance and not my own. So I didn't need to react that way. But it was the perception, because they saw me by myself with four small children, that they all had different fathers. What most people did not know was that all of my children have the same father, and we were married when I bore those children. So subsequently, that marriage did not work. And I know we're going to
Mm.
get into that in a little bit. But as a young mother, I didn't want to be viewed as just some single Black girl with all these kids with different baby daddies. And, she's on Section 8, and it's nothing wrong with that. But for that to be your first perception of me, that's a problem. Your perception of me needs to be, who are you? How do you operate? Don't have a preconceived notion. That's what I want to shatter, that preconceived notion. There should not be one, because we don't know what anyone's situation or circumstance is.
Okay. Okay. Listen, I'm listening to that. That, like I said, I like the way you think. I want to do something real quick.
Okay.
I'm looking in the comments. I see Michelle Williams. Shout out to Michelle. She says, I see it every day. Anybody paying attention to this? If you're watching this, you have any questions or statements that you want to put out there, mainly any questions that you may have for Aisha or myself. I'm very interactive. I will put you on the screen. So she says, I see it every day. I'm guessing she's saying the stereotype, with the
Yeah.
black mother raising the family.
Hmm.
Fellas, if you're
And
looking at this, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. The floor is
well,
yours.
no, I mean, there's a lot of strong Black men who are in the home, but oftentimes, even with that man being in the home, because I was remarried, and a lot of times, if I'm running to the store, of course, the children want to go with mommy to the store, and it's still perceived as that's a single mother. Just because you see a woman by herself with children does not mean she's by herself with children. She's simply not with her mate at that time. So a lot of this just breaks down to just shattering those stereotypes, breaking those preconceived notions because you don't know. And sometimes it's not your business to know.
And you know what, man? A lot of us need to learn how to mind our own business.
Yes.
That's something that
Yes, we do.
we fail at doing it. That's something. Listen, if more people just minded their own business, stop trying to be nosy, stop trying to judge a book by its cover, I'm pretty sure everyone will have a better day, a better time. You know what I'm saying? A better life. Let's get
Right.
into this. Okay, you were married.
Yes.
Now you're single. 4 kids, correct?
Yes. 18, 17, 16, and 15. Uh-huh.
18.
Yes. 17, turned right around. 16, then oops, there you go again. 15. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
Mhm.
laughing at you or your situation. I'm laughing at how I see why you're a comedian. Hey, you probably weren't trying to be funny, but just the way that you pronounce things, the way that you talk, to me, I can see why. You know what I'm saying? But how do you do it?
One day at a time. I have Whew, I have made so many mistakes. I have done so many things wrong because one thing that did not happen when I got pregnant with my first daughter, I did not get downloaded with a manual on how to be a mother. I had to begin to draw off of the experiences I had with my mother, be it good or bad, the experience from other people's mother, and then just that connection that I felt with my children. One thing I learned very early on is all four of these people, they're different people. All four, like they're four different people from the same two people, but they're different people. So it took me to sometimes I have to step outside of the mother role and I have to step into a person role and I have to think about how I'm talking. I have to think about, oh snap, you tired and you just snapped off on them for no reason. You need to make that right. So it's one day at a time. It's a thoughtful process, but man, I'm so blessed. I have four amazing children who they make it easy to be a mother. They, in spite of everything, every lesson I'm given while mothering them, it's so easy because they're so wonderful.
Single mother, 4 kids.
Yes.
You're able to go after your dreams, after your goals. Let's talk a little bit about that. Comedian. Let's get into the first thing because I love to laugh. I laugh a lot.
Yes. So listen, ever since I was little, like I was watching Robin Harris, I was sneaking and watching Eddie Murphy Raw. I was listening to Red Fox on album, Richard Pryor, and then of course shows like In Living Color, which I love improv. Like I can snap in and out of people, and I think it's because I'm an only child. And I was mean as a child, right? Because so apparently you have to share and do all this type of stuff to have friends when you're little. Psh, I don't have time for that and people, they wouldn't want to come back to my house, which whatever. So I had to create people to play with because it got bored, because my parents didn't want to play with me because they told me I was special and that I was weird. So I just used to do crazy stuff. And then I was just like, I wonder if I can make other people laugh because I've always cracked myself up. I am one of those people that will be riding down the street and literally I'll say something out loud and crack up at myself. So it's just kind of something that's in me. It's not, it's just there.
So you got your comedy inspiration from the old school.
Yes,
How
absolutely.
long How long have you been doing stand-up?
To be honest, it has actually been a year and a day. I did my very first stand-up set a year ago yesterday.
I don't want to
Yes,
clap too
at
loud.
Reboot.
You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
yes.
But shout out to you. Salute to you, man. Y'all in the audience, man. Give her a round of applause. That to me is amazing. A year ago and a day
Yep,
today.
yep.
What was your first gig?
360. My first gig was at Reboot. And it's crazy because they had an open mic comedy night. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be all good. And I'm gonna go down there. I had all these jokes in my head. But in real life and reality, I also have teenagers, three of them being girls. And that day, I got into it with my oldest daughter. Me and number two started bumping heads. Me and number four just wasn't clicking, and I was mad at everybody. So I get to Reboot, and I'm like, I'm not doing it because I was angry. I wasn't in the mood. I'm still thinking about what they didn't do, and I'm also thinking about what I could have said to make what they didn't do. You know what I'm saying? I could have put a little more pressure on what I said when I said what I said to them, but I didn't say it that way, so I didn't feel like they took me serious. But I did it anyway because my friends basically were telling me that we drove all the way down here. You gonna get on stage. My friends, you know, they're about it and about it. She had a whole bottle of Jack Honey in her coat because she said we're not gonna pay for drinks. Um, Sorry, y'all. Like I said, teenagers. If y'all that but she said we're not paying for drinks. So she got this big old bottle of Jack Honey in her coat, and she made me a drink. And I'm looking, everybody's signing up, and I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna go up here and sign up. So all of the jokes that I had in my head at this point were gone. So when I went, anybody that has seen the 5 minute clip of me at Reboot, that was all off the top of my head. And I was just talking about my day to day with these children, talking about balancing children and work life. And the response was amazing. Oh my God. It was a great feeling.
I want to say shout out to everyone in the chat because they were showing love for you. My man Savage. Savage, I don't usually put stuff up like this. However, I'm gonna let you slide. My man Savage, he crazy. He wild. You know what I'm saying? If you need a bodyguard, holler at him. He in the gym 24/7. Anyway,
Okay. Okay. I just,
you
as
went to
long as you don't
Reboot.
make me work out 24/7, we good.
I don't think he's a trainer. I think that's just for him. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
cool. No, I'm just saying, like, you know, people like want you to take an active interest in what they
Oh, because
like.
they're
And
doing it.
right. See, now I'm a retired athlete. I used to be in the gym lifting weights. I transitioned that to my children. They can take over. Yes, ma'am.
So you killed it at Reboot, correct?
Yes, I did.
And
I did.
and if anybody listening to this, if you're not from the Middle Georgia area, basically Reboot is like an adult arcade.
Dope spot.
It's a retro arcade. Yes, very, very dope spot. Somebody
Yeah.
like me, I'm in my 30s, I can go to it and relive my childhood. They got drinks. Like she said, they have open mic, they have different events down there, along with different old school arcade games.
Yes, they
So
do.
it's a nice little spot that you can go to. What are some of the other places that you've done your comedy in?
Well, when I'm hosting, I always try to, you know, interject some jokes in to warm up my crowd and get them going and get them laughing because I'm really big on response. So I do some call and response. Anybody that's been to any of the events that I host at TWF Business Solutions First Fridays, shameless plug, my bad. They know how I am. I'm gonna get up there. I'm going to introduce people, but I'm also in between introducing people and telling people about what's going on. I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna tell you some jokes. Now I'm not a talk about you type of person. I'm just a, you know, let's have a hearty laugh. And then I did a comedy show, My Goddamn Life. That was hilarious. I did that like for an hour. They just gave me the microphone and said, "Do what you do," and that was probably the highest I've ever been in my life outside of giving birth.
You know what, doing stuff like that, and
Yeah.
especially like me doing this,
Mhm.
it gives you that high, that natural high. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No recreation needed. It's just once you
Yeah.
get off stage, once you turn the mic off, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Shout out to the chat again. They say about to feature her comedy at Overtime on Comedy Night. Coming soon. Stay tuned.
Yep, that's
Shout out
coming.
Lanita Plus King, Overtime Bar and Grill,
Yeah, that's one of
Fireplace.
the first people to give me a chance. She took a big shot on me.
Mm.
Yeah, when it comes to acting, I had done one stage play in Middle Georgia, and I met her, and she said, "Okay, I'm putting you in my next play." And she put me in her next play, and the play after that, and she coached me, and she's still looking out for me. She's like, so you want to do some comedy at Overtime?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because then I might get a chair, because if you're just going in there to hang out, you're not gonna get a chair if you show up after 4:17. But it's cool. I'm not tripping."
Well,
So
the
yeah,
love
that's
is real.
yeah, that's man, it's amazing. And speaking of support, I have something that I'm doing. So if you see me, just don't trip. I'm just shouting out my people silently, if you don't mind.
I
Go
got
ahead
you.
with your question. Go ahead.
Shameless plug. Shameless
Shameless
plug.
plugs for all my people.
Listen, as long as you don't do anything inappropriate on my camera, I'm okay.
Oh
On my
no, we sitting
platform,
right
we're
next to my
good.
son's room. He's taller than me, and he told me he'll knock me out if I do.
Okay. Okay. So we good.
All good.
What we got here? We can do that.
Okay. So let's rock.
Sloan Child.
That's right.
Shout out Billy Sloan. Oh, speaking of that,
Yes.
you want to talk about the music video?
Okay, I knew that was coming. So yes, like I support anybody and everybody that's doing anything good. And I had the privilege to link up with a very talented and very amazing individual by the name of Rashad, better known as Goody Supreme. And like that's the homie. That is my dog right there. When I tell you, he didn't know me. Like we had just really met because I have a friend who does music, and he was working with her on some things, and then we all just kind of met. And like when I tell you, if I had a play, he bought a ticket to the play, whether he showed up or not. He made sure he bought a ticket. And so we've just been like supporting each other for the last couple of years. And I've done some videos, but he was like, "You want to do a video, but I need you to do something in the video." And I'm like, "What?" And he said, "I'm gonna push you out of your box a little bit." Like his mind is so amazing. His mind, Centrell, Garnett, Davis, like they are just so talented and amazing with the way they see things. And then they have you do it, and then they record it, and they, man, what? So the video "Off My Mind" by Goody Supreme and Chaz off the Dream Need Love 2 album. It's gonna be dropping soon. I play I guess I'm a fantasy. I'm because in the song, he's talking about he can't get her off his mind. So he's fantasizing about what it would be like to be with her. And I'm playing her in that fantasy. And that's all I can say till y'all see it. But I did drop a snippet. Check it out. It's on my story.
Look, I'm gonna say this. Getting off of that, because that's not out now. That's a part of the acting thing. You also do acting. What all have you acted in, or what all, how can I put it? What forms of acting have you done?
Well, the very first thing I did in Middle Georgia, I was a youth choir director. And every year the children have to do the Easter play and they have to do the Christmas play. Well, most of the kids that were in the choir were teenagers, and it was just the same thing. And they weren't into it because they've done it. So I rewrote the play, got them to do it. They were excited about it. From there, the first time I was ever on stage in a major production, I played Weezer in Steel Magnolias on stage. That was an experience that was so invigorating and it was so powerful, because I was on stage with people who have been acting for years. The director, he was just, oh my God, so talented and so amazing. And that was the very first thing that I did. So anybody that knows Steel Magnolias from the movie and the remake of the movie, that's just something amazing to do your very first time. So yeah, that's where I started. I've done several stage plays, with Stephen Little. A lot of people know me as Jody from the Hidden Truth series. I did The Crew, where I played Brescia. Um, and I have 3 movies coming out like this year,
You
all
have three.
in making.
Run that back again. Run that back because I was talking over you.
What I said was about the 3 movies and the last play. It's all like homegrown. Everything is from people right here in Middle Georgia. So that's like dope as I don't know what.
That's very dope. But see, I want to ask you something because you're doing all this stuff around Macon. You're not originally from here, are you?
Not. Nope. Not at all.
Where you from, man? Where were you born?
Okay, so the first comment that comes up, I already know the gifts are about to roll. I was born in Kansas. I was born in Leavenworth, Kansas. No, my mother was not in jail, but that's the first hospital that she could get to deliver me. She was in the Army. So yeah, I was born in Leavenworth, Kansas.
Wait. Leavenworth, Kansas. You were born in a facility.
Yes, yes. So
How was
like I was born thuggish. You know what I'm saying? I can't literally. I'm just playing.
that's what I was trying to
Literally,
get to. I wanted the jokes to come out. Um,
literally.
how long did you live there? I know you say your mom was in the military. Um,
From Kansas, I know I went to Illinois. From Illinois, she went to Germany. I stayed in Illinois. She then came back. I went to Paris. So I lived in Paris, Belgium. I lived in Turkey, came back to the States, lived in Arizona, went to Korea, came back to the States, lived in El Paso, moved to Chi-Town. That's the home. Bear down, White Sox, Bulls Nation. Anything else is uncivilized. Yeah. But from there, I've also lived in Georgia. She was stationed in Fort Gordon, so we was in Augusta for like 2 years at one point in time. And then I ended up moving to Georgia in 2011. Mm-hmm.
been in Georgia since 2011. How do you feel about my home state?
I love Georgia. I love Georgia. Of course, there's some things I don't like. I can finally understand people, so I feel like I'm home now because I can understand what people are saying. But I love Georgia. I literally see people take it and make so many opportunities. Like all of my friends, all of the people that I surround myself with are entrepreneurs. It's not like that back home. You know what I'm saying? Most of my friends back home all work for the same company. They all doing the same thing. I got friends that's either in the Navy or they work for one of the 2 big companies back home. But like all
Hmm.
my friends here are entrepreneurs. They all got their own businesses. They're all doing their own thing and they're building it from the ground up. That's dope. Like I'm in a dope spot right now. Why wouldn't I be?
Shout out to you. Shout out to your support system because it's always good to surround yourself with people who can elevate you. If you're trying to be an entrepreneur, be around entrepreneurs. If you want to be successful, be around successful people. You have to change your scenery, unless your scenery is already good. And I want to get into this. Outside of you doing the stand up, the acting, the hosting, you are an advocate for the people, or at least that's what I called you earlier after hearing your title and everything you do. For the people at home who may not know, what is it that you do for a living?
Well, my career, I am the state administrator for the Independent Living Program at NECO, which is a foster care agency. We work with youth ages 18 to 21. And a lot of times those youth have been shuffled around the system so much that by the time they get there, they really don't understand the opportunities that they have available to them. So as an administrator, I just make sure that they're enrolled in the program, make sure their rent is paid, make sure they receive their stipends, provide support, make sure they have, reaching out because it's life coaches as well, making sure we work together to make sure they have all the resources they can to successfully complete our program and integrate into the community as a successful and strong young individual. That's my career, which is preparing me for what I'm going to do in the very near future.
I'm gonna ask you this, and if you want to, we can talk about it. If not, we don't have to talk about it. What is that next step for the very near future?
Well, the next step is going to be my butterfly house. My organization is going to be called the Butterfly House Effect. Why? Because butterflies change. Houses give people stability. So, what effect is that having on the community? Butterfly House Effect, which is going to be geared for women and children who are victims of domestic violence. That is very, 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 very near and dear to my heart. I will fight for that until I have no more fight in me. So that's what's coming up next. My butterfly house for these women.
And to be real with you, that's another reason why I said that you're an advocate for the people. You know what I'm saying? You are a strong advocate for women, um, abused women, people who have to go through unfortunate situations. We need more people like you. Thank you for everything that you do. And I want to thank you in advance for what you're about to embark on. Let me ask you this. This is another career question. In the future, 5 years down the line, 5 years from now, 2026, where do we see Aisha?
2026, you definitely see Aisha as the CEO of the Butterfly Movement. You see the Butterfly House fully operational. But also in my career, you see me as a program director for these kids, where I've graduated, and I've taken those steps, and now I'm actually running the program. I'm actually starting new programs all around Georgia. All of that's gonna happen.
I want to say shout out to the chat real quick. Michelle Williams, shout out to you. She says, yes, keep me updated. With love to donate.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Williams.
And then here go your people,
Yes,
Ms. Lee, Monteria, they showing love. They
yeah,
showing love. Let me
absolutely.
ask you something. This is a little personal. This ain't career based. This ain't work based. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time?
When I'm not working, or when they're not telling me I gotta host a show, or when they telling me I don't gotta be somewhere. Believe it or not, I love music. I love music. I love music. So I love to dance. Yeah, I do choreography as well. I do a lot of stuff, but just like stuff that's just for me that I like to do. Like my favorite thing is to put on some footy pajamas, right? And sit in the middle of my rug because it's real soft and it's like, oh my God, and get some chocolate ice cream with some plain Lay's potato chips and watch like full series, like watch Moesha, watch the Bernie Mac show, watch like the Parkers, like, and just sit there and just laugh and then just start, because I already know the show. So becoming one of the characters in the show and just acting it out by myself, making myself crack up, that's probably my favorite thing to do.
You know what? You would be a producer's or either a director's dream. You know what I'm saying? If they could just send you over a copy of a script, you would have a ball. I'm pretty sure, or a field day.
Because we be rehearsing and then we just start playing and then we start becoming different people. And they're like, come on, we got to get through this. And it'd be like, oh, sorry, let me hush. Um, but yeah, I love it. It's amazing. And then outside of that, I write. I write poetry. I write short stories. And it's not for anyone else. Like I said, that's just stuff that I do for me, that I love to do. I like sports. I'm a retired athlete. My knees pop too much for me to play recreationally. But every now and again, you could catch me on the court shooting, like dropping threes, like that.
I'm
That's
gonna
how
be
they
real
go.
honest with you. if you shoot with your arm across your shoulder like that, I'm pretty sure it ain't going in too many times.
It's a hope and a prayer, but it gets there like that. Just yep.
Let me ask you this, because you in the Marvel movies, right?
I am Team Marvel all day long. Yes.
We're gonna roll into something very, very special.
Okay.
Anybody been watching my show for the last month, maybe last month and a half? Y'all know I've been playing games with my guest, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to play. You know what, Aisha? I would like to play a game. I got something special for you. You're
Uh-oh.
into the
Okay.
Marvel movies, the Marvel
I am.
universe. I want to do something with you called This or That, and it's the
Okay.
Marvel Comics edition.
Okay.
So basically, with this, there's no wrong, there's no right answers. There are no points added if you do anything. There are no points deducted if you do nothing. There's no prize at the end. We're just doing this for fun.
Okay.
This is all your opinion. Basically, with this or that, I'm going to give you two options. And out of those two options, you got to pick one. This or that. There you go. Now you're catching the concept.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Cool. Cool.
Aisha, let's start this thing up. I'm gonna
Let's
start
see.
you on something easy too to warm you up, and this the Marvel edition, y'all. So
All right
y'all
now.
see, y'all see the screen that
Uh-huh.
I just put up. That's where the
Yeah.
pictures are gonna come up. Those are gonna be
Okay.
her options, and let's start you off with something easy.
All right.
This or that, Star-Lord or Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
This or that, Falcon or War Machine.
War Machine.
You know what? Because she running through this. Give me the reason why. Why
Okay.
War Machine over Falcon?
Okay. I choose War Machine number one because that's Iron Man's right hand man. You feel me? So he gets to be in the suit too. So all the stuff that Iron Man gets to do, War Machine gets to do, except he just got to pull back just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because he still got stuff he got to do for his job. But at the end of the day, he gonna throw his suit on and ride for his boy.
Let's
Why
get it.
not?
Let's get it. I'm gonna throw you a monkey wrench in there.
Uh-oh.
Doctor Strange or Thor.
I would have to say Thor. The reason I say Thor is because home, like I feel where he coming from. He really trying to let people know, like I'm really the king and y'all really playing with me. And if I grab this hammer, it's gonna be some issues. But the hammer don't come to him if he ain't doing right. So you know what I'm saying? That hammer keeps him balanced. He has to remain truly who he's supposed to be to control that hammer, because once he get too big headed, he gonna get out there and get some stuff he can't get out of because that hammer ain't gonna come to him. Mm-mm.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Black Widow or Scarlet Witch. Oh, we
Ooh,
turning up the heat. We're
I
gonna make it a
see.
little harder moving forward.
I'd have to say Black Widow.
Why?
I'd go with Black Widow. I the way that she moved in the comics, right? Black Widow is very, I won't say stealthy. Plus, she's a real bad chick. You know what I'm saying? I like her a little bit more personally. I identify with her a little bit. He was just that dude, like, and then he just wanted MJ. He just wanted her for who he really was, but she was tripping. But I gotta go with Toby. Like, how could I not? That is the man. What? Come on, Toby.
Oh my God. Okay. I got two more for you, and these two are gonna be they're gonna be a little hard. Let's get into this first one.
Oh,
Iron Man or Captain America.
Iron Man all day. Iron Man all day because Iron Man was a straight up, I'm doing for me. I got millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? I could really do what I want because I'm pretty much the smartest dude around here. I mean, who gonna say something? Who gonna say something to me in my lab in this $1 billion facility y'all working in? But then once he got that suit and he realized, like, it really impacted him. Like, he was still a bit of a jerk. And you have to understand, I'm trying really hard because everybody that knows me that's watching, they're probably shocked because I haven't cussed, because I'm a cusser. I'm like Peter in the Bible. I cuss a lot, so I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? Because there was some other stuff I wanted to say to describe Iron Man, so I'm trying to use my words. I'm using my thesaurus so that I can give you a better quality. But and then just like, even with that, it didn't take it curved him a little bit, but he still got that cocky attitude. He's still Iron Man, and he laid his life down for his team. Like, yeah, we can do it. Knowing when he put all of that together and he was in there and he was moving the screen over here and he came up with those trajectories of how they're going to go back in time and have Hulk push the button, he knew that he was going to have to lay it down. And he had his daughter and his family, but he did that for his team. Gotta go with Iron Man. Somebody put a light right here in my heart and let it.
If y'all are watching this, please give this young lady some likes, some hearts. She's on fire. Share this with your people. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, like Mike Ryder Talks page. If you're on Twitch, follow, subscribe, whatever it is over there on that platform. The last one I got for you for the this and that game, or the this or that game, Infinity War or Endgame.
Endgame.
Why?
Because Endgame, man. I love you 3000. What you mean? Like, it was as a family unit, right? As a cohesiveness, we done lost these people. Now I'm trying to function without these people. Oh, you telling me it's a chance we could get these people back? You know what I'm saying? Because Thanos then came and did like that, and just everything is. And piece by piece, you saw the characters, you saw their heart, right? You saw their heart. You saw them outside of that uniform that they wear. And you felt them, like you could relate to them on a different level. So any movie that makes me cry, especially that one, I'm going with that one. Infinity War made me mad. I'm like, yo, what is we gonna do? What are we? I was ready to suit up. You know, I got a little Marvel costume. I stitched it when I was in the 12th grade, and I just been holding on to it in my closet. You know what I'm saying? So that way, when they show up with the black car and they like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was either gonna be a mutant or a Marvel character, but I got a little something ready in the closet. You know, I'm just ready. They need to put me on as a superhero. I'm ready.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Just real quick. Infinity War made me cry. Endgame didn't make me cry. Infinity War made me cry, especially when Spider-Man disappeared. That was the saddest part, because it's kind of like he was just coming into who he was. He was hugging Tony Stark, and he was like, "Not, I don't want to die." You know what I'm saying? Then he disappeared.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It made me mad because it's like, yo, how you're not gonna just come and do this? Like, what, how? So I was more angry at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just come in here, big old muscle face dude, and you just gone, oh, okay, oh, that's how you fit. Well, to you too, then. You know, like, it had me angry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like, have me walking up to people like go to the beauty supply house and get them big rings that they have in the box for 99 cents and just put them right here, and I was just walking around snapping for like, did nothing happen, of course, but I thought I was.
No, you just look crazy. Nothing really happened.
Right. But my friends know they just ignore me. It don't even faze them anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, you're listening to it, that was an edition of This or That Marvel Comics edition with Aisha. She just killed it.
Yes.
Y'all watching this, y'all can play at home.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really agree with a lot of your stuff, because I'm gonna be real with you. I got Infinity War. I got Captain America. I do have the first Spider-Man. I don't like Tom Holland. I got Scarlet Witch, and I think a part of that is because I have started watching WandaVision. I got Doctor Strange over Thor. That's my guy. I got Falcon over War Machine. I don't fool with War Machine. That's matter of fact, he don't even look right as War Machine. But it's not my show. Well, it's my show, but it was you as a
Right.
contestant. So
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. I mean,
Anyway,
you know, black dudes with wings that's flying is always dope, but you know, Don
I
Cheadle,
think
War Machine, come on, man.
I think the reason I had Falcon is because he's up on the Cap, and I like Cap. He's up on the Captain America, so I like Cap. Just like I like Winter Soldier. I like Bucky.
Yeah. Now, Winter Soldier's cool,
Yeah, verified.
but you know, you know, we go back and forth all day. I mean, don't get it wrong. I respect Captain America. You know, salute with your big old Puerto Rican shield. That's still a part of America, so it really doesn't matter. They could have gave him a tan, but what? It's all good. I'm not tripping.
You know what? I want to get into this because somebody in the chat just put me on to something. They just lit a light bulb where one wasn't lit. You, my friend,
Yes.
you did an avatar photo shoot. What
Yeah.
inspired this?
I wanted
Please.
to be an avatar. I've always like that movie was so amazing, and it is very deep on a conscious level. But just that feeling, and I was just like, I'm gonna be an avatar. I do cosplay as well. You know, I've done Melina, I've done Scar from The Lion King, but I was like, yeah, for the 39th birthday, I want to be an avatar. So I did the makeup. I got Zaire Hightower of Whimsical Photography because I told her about the idea. She's like, yes, I want to do it. That's dope. And we went out there and we made it happen.
Y'all made it happen because when I tell you, I saw the pictures when you put them on Facebook. I was like, man, this is fire. They looked amazing. If y'all are friends with her on Facebook, Instagram, y'all can go see those pictures. I'm pretty sure y'all already seen them. But if y'all aren't friends with her, I'm gonna run this again. Tap in with Aisha, man.
Yes.
On Facebook, it's Aisha Andrea. On Instagram, it's Aisha 120 Beauty. She is very, very, very beautiful on the inside and out, full of
Thank
life.
you.
Someone that you can love, someone that you can like. Her story is unique. If there's anything else you want to touch on, the time is now, sister. The floor is yours.
Well, I just want to thank you for the opportunity. Like I'm still it's shocking to me when people ask me to do certain things because I'm just like I haven't done anything yet. So I want to thank you for the opportunity and have me on your show. I've been tuning in, I listen to it. It's always great, very thorough. And just everybody knows like I gotta rep my home team. We have the Black Excellence Awards Saturday. That's a chance throw on your finest and come and celebrate us. It is literally us celebrating us. And man, everybody just keep doing what you're doing. Like literally all down my timeline, I see people who have started businesses, graduated, got CDs, albums, movies. Like keep doing what you're doing, and y'all make sure y'all support the home team because if we support each other right here, the only thing we making cannot hold us once we begin to grow, which means we grow outside of making. And when I say we, that's all of us because we support each other. And with that support, you know, that's the army. That's like having you got some people behind you that's like, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is us. And let's keep growing and let's just keep doing awesome stuff. We don't have time for that petty stuff. We don't have time for things that aren't building us up. Let's move forward. Full speed ahead.
Y'all, y'all heard the lady, man. Let's move forward. Keep supporting each other, man. Keep showing love. I will add on to that. Entrepreneurship is very, very important to me. And just like you just mentioned, I've been seeing more and more entrepreneurs over the last couple of years than I have ever
Yeah.
in my life before. If you're looking at this, you're listening to it, man, keep doing your thing. Just like she just said, let's grow those numbers. Let's support each other.
Yes.
I just put her stuff on the screen. You can follow her on Instagram. You can befriend her on Facebook. Tap in with her. She's a very nice young lady. Myself, you see it on the screen. All my stuff is on the screen at the bottom left hand corner. You got my Facebook, my YouTube, my Spotify. Like, subscribe. Got the Cash App. If you want to donate, it's at the bottom right. On Instagram, we're trying to learn how to be a little bit more Instagram friendly. You know what I'm saying? But that's all it's about, supporting each other. And with the
Mhm.
Excellence Award, man, I see the people that y'all are trying to give awards to. The first Black woman DA here in Macon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And this is the third one. So this is our third year consecutively doing this. And it started with a conversation and a thought from Carl Myers, and it has grown every year since then. And now we have him, we have Gifted Geniuses, and Equality Enterprises and Project 32. It's so many things that have been birthed out of that thought. Like it's so beautiful. And I invite everyone to come out and to celebrate, help us celebrate these people, because it's not just some of us, they're a representation of all of us. So when one of us look good, we all look good. Why not support that?
One thing I noticed, because see, I'm gonna say this. I had Carl Myers on last Tuesday.
Mhm.
Very, very intelligent young man. You know what I'm saying? Ran through some troubling times, but he came up out that thing too.
Right.
And now
Yeah.
my man is doing big things for the city, like you said. Carl Myers, Derek James, yourself, y'all are awarding Black people, white people, young people, old people, men, women,
And
giving back to
children.
the community and children.
Yeah.
Y'all are doing big things, man. I appreciate you and those organizations. Let me wrap this thing up, man. I don't had you on here for over an hour. Anybody paying attention to this, anybody watching this is my first interview. And what I like to do with the first interviews are just introductions of my guests. So, Aisha, if you would love to, a few months down the line, when you grow, when I grow, we can reconnect. How that sound to you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And those that know me know I was gonna say something else. Y'all see, I'm getting it, y'all. But absolutely, I would love that. Definitely.
What were you going to? Oh, well, never mind, because I think it was
Yeah,
going to be inappropriate.
they know what I was gonna say. They said it in their heads when I said absolutely, because they know I have. It's a specific way that I say that. They see. They know what I
Hold
was gonna
on.
say.
Hold on. My man right here say he got a question. This my guy. This the MVP. If I find
Okay.
out where you work, CJC, I'm gonna write your boss a letter to recommend for you a raise. Every show he comes in with lightning fast comments and questions. Bring the question, brother. We still here. I want to see what you got.
Yeah.
And while I wait on him, I'm gonna say this. Your time here in Georgia, you done learned a little lingo. You done learned us. We done learned you. You ever see yourself moving outside of Georgia?
Well, yes, yes. I plan to buy a house on the beach, far, far, far away from children and people and responsibilities. So that way, when people begin to get on my nerves, I can call Jeffrey, have him carry me to the airport, have my pilot Stoner fly me to that house, and I'll come back when I am relieved. No,
Man,
I'm
y'all
serious.
shout her out,
No,
man.
I'm serious. I have been telling my children, you know, not only did I start them an account for when they decide, they're older and they may not want to go right to college. They may want to take a year and travel. Do that. I started a runaway account, and I deposit into that account faithfully. So that's gonna happen. Yes, I plan to have a house where no one can contact me, not even them.
Okay, before we go any deeper into that, here's his question. He said, what motivates you to keep improving and striving in your craft?
What motivates me is looking at so many iconic people who have had long quality careers, and knowing as tough as it is now for people that look like me and sound like me, they had to go through even worse. They had to go through not even being welcome into certain buildings and facilities. Pretty much now we can go wherever we want to go. We can go to these businesses, we can go to these companies and say, "Hey, I want to audition." Um, they couldn't do that. And also, I want to get better. Like I got so much growing to do. Like I'm just getting started. I haven't even, my ankles are not even wet. I still just got my toes in the water. So the fact that I know I still have room to grow, I got to keep working and pushing at it. I have to see what else I can do, how I can improve in this, how can I do this a little bit better. So that's what pushes me every day in all things.
My man got one more.
Okay.
When you were younger, where did you see yourself at the age you're at now?
Okay. Well, when I was younger, okay, so first I was going to marry Michael Jackson and I was going to play the trumpet in Prince's band. All right. So by now, I would have retired from Prince's band. Michael and I were going to have a plethora of children. And I was also going to be a contortionist or a gymnast, but I was also going to be doing improv like in Living Color and being different characters. So I'm not quite, it didn't quite work out that way, but it's it's some stuff that's gonna happen.
Aisha.
He asked. That's that. Listen, I'll be 40 next year, and I just knew when I was 39, like that, I was gonna be the top gymnast and doing all these crazy characters over there on, you know what I'm saying? Neverland Ranch with the giraffes and the lions. Michael was gonna keep the monkey though. I wanted to, hold the monkey, but I just didn't want the monkey in the house. But things happen. It's cool. I went down a different path.
Ma'am, let me get you up out of here. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for making me feel so good. Cause honestly, I done been laughing at you for most of the time that we done been on here.
Yeah, it's the way it goes.
We
But I appreciate you having me. It's been amazing.
This has been one of my best interviews and so far one of my favorite interviews. I got so many sound bites. I'm gonna be clipping up stuff from this.
Awesome.
Especially that last question. Either way, let me do my outro, man. Thank you so
All right.
much. All right.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
It's your boy Mike Ryder, the man behind the microphone, Mr. Accountability. Listen, I'm not gonna play a video to get out of here. I'm just gonna run this banner real quick. I thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna do what I always do at the end of each episode. You see the ticker at the bottom of your screen. Until we meet again, be blessed. I love y'all. I'm out.